Just an escaped lunatic. Merely wanted someone to handle it, that's all. Quite harmless.
That's a brilliant cut. Hello and welcome back to Movies and Coffee with me, Tom. We're continuing our Halloween theme with The Bride of Frankenstein. Now, I was 99% sure I had watched the original Frankenstein from 1931, but just in case, I rewatched it last night, and yes, I had seen it, so I'm kind of refreshed now. And there's two reasons to watch this. One is, if you watch my last reaction for Belle, Book and Candle, which was great fun, I thought I recognised the actress in that because she's from a very iconic image, this image. And I remembered her face. I couldn't say where from because Belle, Book and Candle came out probably, I don't know, 15, 20 years after The Bride of Frankenstein, so slightly older. Yeah, so Halloween's approaching and The Bride of Frankenstein I thought would be a perfect one. Oh, and reason 3, it's a very short movie. Reactors love short movies because they don't take as long to edit. And I take forever to edit my videos. Been a bit under the weather recently, so I still have a bit of a cough, so I'll edit that out, so because nobody wants to hear, coughing on videos. I went to see Joker, A Folie à Deux this week. Without spoilers, first half, great. Loved it. Second half, not so much. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, so if you're new to Movies and Coffee, unlike many other reactors, I have seen a lot of films. I'm a huge movie fan, always have been, but there just aren't enough hours in the day to watch every single film. And I haven't seen quite a lot of classic, big classic movies. They just pass me by for whatever reason. Raging Bull, that's one. And the channel's called Movies and Coffee because I love movies and I love coffee. So welcome, fellow film fans. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. It all helps the channel. Leave a nice comment. Don't leave a bad comment because I'm just going to delete it. Yeah, so without further ado, let's check out The Bride of Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
I'm putting this blanket on my lap because Bear, who hasn't been on camera, oh, he's gonna go sit in his chair. Never mind. You probably won't see him now. He may pop up. Who knows? So this movie is like nearly 100 years old now. It's crazy. So it's the same people, Carl Lamel and James Well. They did the first one, didn't they? One thing I did notice about the first film, Frankenstein, it seemed very different from other movies I've seen. It seemed to have a lot of changes. I love how it's just Karloff now. It's just like iconic. Don't need the Boris. Mary Shelley's played by Elsa Lanchester. Interesting. And Byron and Shelley. Okay. The Monster's Mate, ? I've forgotten her name already. I did look it up. Oh, that's a cool model. I love how probably like big and widescreen James Well shoots his films, even though it's not widescreen.
The crudest, savage exhibition of nature, and we elegant three within. I should like to think that an irate Jehovah was pointing those arrows of lightning directly at my head, the unbowed head of George Gordon, Lord Byron. I cannot flatter myself to that extent. Possibly those thunders of our dear Shelley.
What of my Mary?
She is an angel.
You think so?
Isn't that the bride?
Astonishing creature. You have written a tale that sent my blood into icy creeps. Look at her, Shelley. Can you believe that bland and lovely brow conceived of Frankenstein? Isn't it astonishing?
A woman wrote something.
Such an audience needs something stronger than a pretty little love story. So why shouldn't I write of monsters?
No wonder Murray's refused to publish the book. He says his reading public would be too shocked.
It will be published, I think.
Her accent's very good. I don't know if she's British or American, actually. I assumed American.
What a setting in that churchyard to begin with. The sobbing women. Frankenstein and the dwarf stealing the body out of its new-made grave.
Yeah, this is like a recap for people who haven't seen the first film.
And it was these fragile white fingers that penned a nightmare.
I do think it a shame, Mary, to end your story quite so suddenly.
That wasn't the end at all. Would you like to hear what happened after that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
It's a perfect night for mystery and horror. The air itself is filled with monsters.
I'm all ears.
Imagine yourself standing by the wreckage of the mill.
The lip sync didn't match that.
Soon the bare skeleton of the building will be visible.
Did Mary Shelley actually write a sequel to Frankenstein? I don't think so. I could be wrong. I'm guessing this is just a universal creation.
That's the best bar I ever saw in all my life. Glad to see the monster roasted to death before my very eyes.
All right, calm down. Jeez.
It's all the devil's work. And you better cross yourself quick, Mother, before he gets you.
I don't think you're in any position to judge with that hat.
Get back to your homes. Go to sleep.
Woo! There it goes again. It ain't burned out at all. There's more yet.
Isn't the monster dead yet?
No, this is a sequel.
You've had enough excitement for one night. This strange man you call a monster is dead. Monster indeed.
Dead. Again.
Why didn't you safeguard those what lies drowned and murdered?
We want no rioting, no riots.
It's a bit late for that, mate.
Good night all, and pleasant dreams.
Ah, pleasant dreams yourself. Thinks he's everybody just because he's the burgomaster. Poor Mr. Henry. He was to have been married today to that lovely girl, Elizabeth.
Someone must break the news to the poor girl.
Oh, dear.
Oh, shut up.
Come home, Hans. The monster is dead now.
I want to see with my own eyes.
He must be dead.
No, you've got to see a body.
You will be burned yourself. Maria drowned to death and you burned up. What should I do then?
Dumbass. She's... Of course he's not dead. They had to make many, many sequels. Yeah, I'm okay with this, to be honest. Uh-oh, I wouldn't stay there.
Hans! Are you all right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Give me your hand, Hans.
Whoops. Oh, shit. Brutal. Kind of horrible but funny at the same time. He's like, yeah, I'm not touching that. Jesus. I do love the lighting in these films.
Oh, heaven, what is this? Tell me.
Oh, my lady, how can we tell you?
Wait, is that the same actress from the first one? It's not, is it?
Bring him in.
Here comes the village idiot.
What do you want?
It's alive! The monster! It's alive!
It's alive!
Shut up, you old fool.
I saw it. It ain't turned to no skeleton at all.
Hasn't.
It lived right through the fire.
We don't believe in ghosts.
Nobody'll believe me. Let 'em all be murdered in the beds for all of me.
Who are you talking to? Wow, these sets are brilliant. I love how high they are. Very gothic.
Speak to me, Henry.
Oh, my lady, he'll never speak again.
I was foretold of this. I was told beware my wedding night.
He's alive!
No, his hand just moved.
Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm sure at the end of the last film, he came back, he was kind of like injured, but okay. That's a hell of a nightgown. Was it a dress? I don't know. I don't know dresses.
I've been cursed for delving into the mysteries of life. Perhaps death is sacred, and I've profaned it. Oh, what a wonderful vision it was. The secret that God is so jealous of. The formula for life. Think of the power to create a man.
Well,
I could have trained him to do
he created a weird monster thing.
Henry, don't say those things. Don't think them. It's the devil that prompts you. It's death, not life, that is in it all, and at the end of it all, a strange apparition has seemed to appear in the room. It comes, a figure like death, and each time it comes more clearly, nearer, reaching out for you, as if it would take you away from me. There it is,
I see nothing, Elizabeth. Where?
Okay, she's bonkers. Okay, drama queen. No, she's fine. Shut up.
All right, all right.
Ominous.
There's nobody at home.
I know the young Baron Frankenstein is at home.
He's sick. He's in his bed.
Tell him that Dr. Pretorius is here on a secret matter of grave importance.
Grave importance.
Dr. Pretorius? Pretorius? What was it? What was the name?
Dr. Pretorius.
You just said it like 5 times, woman.
Pretorius.
He's a very queer-looking old gentleman, sir.
Bring him in.
Henry, who is this man?
Dr. Pretorius.
She said it like 5 times.
Won't you come in, Doctor? This is Professor Pretorius. He used to be Doctor of Philosophy at the university. But
Was booted out. Booted, my dear Baron, is the word for knowing too much.
why have you come here tonight?
My business with you, Baron, is private.
Elizabeth, please.
Yes, this is men's business. Is it the same actress, just with different hair? I really can't tell.
I do hope you won't upset Henry.
But this is supposed to be like the same day, so why would her hair be different?
We must work together. You know, do you not, that it is you, really, who are responsible for all those murders? There are penalties to pay for killing people. And with your creature still at large in the countryside.
Are you threatening me?
Don't put it so crudely.
I can't make any further experiments. I've had a terrible lesson.
That is sad, very sad. But you and I have gone too far to stop. I also have created life, as we say.
What a coincidence.
When can I see it?
I thought you might change your mind. Why not tonight?
Is it far?
No, but you will need a coat.
Then it's far. You need a coat, it's pretty far.
I think your coachman better wait here.
So on pretty much the exact same night that Frankenstein creates the monster, this guy next door is like, also, I have created a monster. Okay. It's a bit like a Tesla. What was that other inventor guy called? They were rivals.
Won't you sit down, Herr Baron?
Tesla and... Damn it.
Before I show you the results of my trifling experiments, I would like to drink to our partnership. Do you like gin? It is my only weakness. To a new world of gods and monsters. I cannot account precisely for all that I am going to show you. But perhaps now that you are my partner, you can.
So I assume this is going to be the bride.
Wrong.
That looks like a child's coffin.
Wrong.
I has a baby Frankenstein for you.
My experiments did not turn out quite like yours, Henry. But science, like love, has her little surprises.
What's that?
As you shall see.
What's that then, Precious?
Doctor, what are these?
There is a pleasing variety about my exhibits. My first experiment was so lovely that we made her a queen.
What the hell?
Charming, don't you think? Then, of course, we had to have a king. Now he's so madly in love with her that we have to segregate them. I have to be very careful with the king.
How do they eat? How do they sleep? How do they go to the toilet and those things?
My next production looked so disapprovingly at the other two that they made him an archbishop. He seems to be asleep. As the next one is the very devil. There's a certain resemblance to me, don't you think?
The effects are pretty good though for 1935.
Oh, there's the king out again.
Why do they sound like chipmunks?
Poor archbishop. He has his hands full. There. That'll keep you quiet.
That will suffocate him. You're blocking his holes.
Normal size has been my difficulty. You did achieve size.
Well, I was not expecting tiny people.
But still, you did achieve results that I have missed. Now think. What a world-astounding collaboration we should be.
No. No.
Leave the charnel house and follow the lead of nature.
Or of God, if you like your Bible stories.
I daren't. I daren't even think of such a thing.
Now, together, we will create his mate.
You mean...
Yes, a woman.
What could go wrong? There he is, just living his best life, killing random people. Yep, that's me every morning. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it going to save her or kill her? Oh, he's saving her. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't touch me!
Was that a set? If it was very good.
Get out the bloodhounds. Raise all the men you can, lock the women indoors, and wait for me. Monster indeed. I'll show him. Follow me.
Will ya, though? Will ya? It's like, right, has everyone got their pitchforks? Everyone got their torches? Oh. Smushed.
Where is he? Bind him securely. I don't want anything slipshod. I get no cooperation. None at all.
Have you got him? That's what I want to know.
This again.
Bring him down when you've bound him.
You want any help there? I'll bind him.
Okay, but what are you going to do with him? I guess public execution.
Now take him down to the old dungeon, put him in chains.
I guess technically he's just like wanted for murder.
There you are. Quite simple.
I mean, the first time round they tried to burn him alive in a windmill, and now they're just arresting him.
That'll do. That's quite enough. Now come down and lock your door. We can't take a whole day over this.
I'd hate to find him under my bed at night. He's a nightmare in the daylight, he is.
Get away there! Clear that window!
You mind your own business and see he doesn't get out of here.
You mind yours.
Monster indeed. Tush, tush.
Tush, tush. What? Wow, that didn't hold him very long.
He's loose! Shoot him!
Uh-oh.
Go to your homes. Just an escaped lunatic. Merely wanted someone to handle it, that's all. Quite harmless.
That's a brilliant cut.
Why don't you shoot him?
Wait, so he could break out of chains, but he couldn't break out of a rope. Okay.
Where's Frida? She's gone. Frida! Frida! Where's Frida?
She just left.
Oh no.
Frida!
What?
There's another one in there. Frau Newman.
We better get away from these parts. It isn't safe. The monster.
Ah, there's no danger. He's safe in jail and they'll keep him there.
Well. So, hello.
Get away from her!
He just wanted some meat, guy. I know in Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein, the monster meets a blind man who obviously doesn't see him, so he's unafraid. So I wonder if this is the same thing. Was this part of Shelley's original book then, that they just left out the first film? I don't know. Let me know.
Who's there?
It is I, Frankenstein.
You're welcome, my friend, whoever you are. I cannot see you. What's the matter?
No touchy. He don't like it when you touch him.
You're hurt, my poor friend. Come.
Also doesn't like screaming women and fire. Most people don't, to be fair.
Sit down.
Yeah, I think the blind man must have been in the original book because it was in Young Frankenstein as well, wasn't it?
I cannot see and you cannot speak. Is that it? If you understand what I'm saying, put your hand on my shoulder. That is good.
Ah, so he understands, but he just can't speak.
You stay here. I'll get you some food.
Also, we're, what, 47? No, maybe like 30 minutes into the movie. We haven't seen the bride yet.
I shall look after you, and you will comfort me.
Yeah, this whole time he hasn't really had anything to eat, apart from he was like pulling up roots and stuff, wasn't he?
Now you must sleep. Our Father, I thank thee. Thou hast taken pity on my great loneliness, and now out of the silence of the night hast brought two of thy lonely children together, and sent me a friend.
Wow, I've got to say, Boris Karloff is really good as the monster. Just like the frustration and he gets it through all the like, heavy makeup as well, which is quite impressive.
This is bread.
Bride.
But at least he didn't pour hot soup in your lap, like in Young Frankenstein.
Good. Good.
We are friends, you and I. Good.
Good.
And now for a smoke.
Oh no, he doesn't like fire.
This is good. Smoke. You try.
It's just going.
Good. Good.
And what is this? This is wood for the fire.
Wood.
And this is fire.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
Fire. No good.
There is good and there is bad.
Good. Bad. Good.
Careful, careful. Now we're in a Hobbit film. Uh-oh.
Can you tell us how to get out of this wood? We've lost our way.
Come in, friends, and rest a while.
This is Frank.
Look, it's the monster. What are you doing? This is my friend.
Friend? This is the fiend that's been murdering half the countryside.
He killed like 2 people.
He isn't human. Frankenstein made him out of dead bodies.
Oh dear. Go out the window. Or the front door. Yeah, very wise, very wise. Yeah, Karloff gets a lot more to do this time round, because in the first one he was just mostly just like, "Rah," and that was about it. Why? Oh, I see, he wants to go down there. But where is the bride of Frankenstein?
This way! He's gone this way! Over there!
Do these people not have jobs to go to? I mean...
Friend.
Yeah, again, the lighting in both films is really good.
Read the inscription. What does it say?
Died 1899. Madalena Ernestine, beloved daughter of...
Oh, never mind that. How old was she?
Age 19 years, 3 months.
What does the age matter? If you're going to reanimate a corpse...
Pretty little thing in her way, wasn't she?
I hope her bones are firm.
All right, settle down.
Can we go home now?
Yes, I shall wait here for a bit. I rather like this place.
It's just going to have his lunch down here.
If there's much more like this, what you say, pal? We give ourselves up and let them hang us.
That goes for me, too.
This is no life for murderers.
Okay, this guy makes Frankenstein look, normal. I love that shot. Oh, so good. It's like, hi.
I thought I was alone. Good evening. Smoke. Friend. Have a cigar. They're my only weakness.
Drink. Good. Good.
We're going to have a drunk Frankenstein now. Frankenstein monster, I should say.
You make man like me.
Woman. Friend for you.
Yes, I want friend like me.
Do you know who Henry Frankenstein is?
Yes, I know. Made me from dead. I love dead. Hate living.
Jeez.
That Dr. Pretorius is here again, sir.
Send him away. I won't see him.
I certainly will.
Good evening, Henry.
Henry's been very ill. He's in no state to be alarmed or annoyed. Your visit now is most unwelcome. Henry, I heard the carriage drive up. I'll see that the baggage is put in. Then we're leaving.
Yes, we're running away from our problems like everyone else.
I think you know why I am here, Henry. All the necessary preparations are made. I have created by my method a perfect human brain.
Don't tell me of it. I don't want to hear. I've changed my mind. I won't do it.
I expected this. I thought we might need another assistant. Perhaps he can persuade you.
Nothing can persuade me.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, he's quite harmless, except when crossed.
Oh, another great shot.
Frankenstein. Sit down.
What do you want?
You know.
Get him out. I won't even discuss it until he's gone.
Go now.
It's like, you told me to come in, you want me to go out? Make up your mind.
Must do it.
Never. Nothing can make me go on with it.
Is he going to kidnap his fiancée or something? Because he obviously goes through with it because the film's called The Bride of Frankenstein.
Put the bags in the carriage and I'll be out in a moment. Go and tell the master to hurry, Minnie, or we shall lose the train.
Wow, look at that mirror.
And I don't like leaving you alone.
Oh, nonsense, Minnie. I shall be all right.
I'll be fine. She has got a great scream. I can see why they cast her.
Elizabeth.
it's not running very fast.
The monster! He's got her!
This is what Boris is doing.
I don't know about the original novel, but in Kenneth Branagh's version, it's his fiancée gets killed and then he uses her to be the bride.
I assure you that the Baroness will be safely returned.
So is he going to
She
kill
will
her?
leave everything to me.
Okay, she'll be safely returned.
Mind the steps. They're a bit slimy, I expect.
I think it's a charming house.
Yeah, the sets and the lighting and everything. Brilliant. Oh, he's got his own Igor as well.
It's beating. But the rhythm of the beat is uneven.
Is there any life yet?
No, not life itself yet. This is only the simulacrum of life.
I like how they're using the music and the drum to simulate the heartbeat.
It stopped. This heart is useless. I must have another. And it must be sound and young.
Carl.
If you're reanimating a corpse, do you need a female heart for a woman? Could you not just use any heart? Does it matter at this point?
There are always accidental deaths occurring.
Always.
Where's that woman? I'll take my knife out. Get her.
I'm still worried about the fiancée. It's going to be an accident or something.
It's beating perfectly. Oh, if only I can keep it going until...
It was a very fresh one.
Where did you get it?
Is that,
I gave the gendarme 50 crowns.
Work.
Where's Elizabeth?
She wait. I wait.
I'm exhausted. I must get sleep.
Work. Finish. Then sleep.
No unions.
He must go away. Send him away.
I'll settle him for a little while. Drink.
It's like, don't mind if I do.
Good.
Elizabeth. She's dead.
Elizabeth is alive and she is well.
Speak, and she will hear you and answer.
So this guy invented the telephone as well.
Come for me. I'm in a cab.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth! She's gone. That is all now. But you heard her.
As soon as our work is completed, she will be returned to you. The heart is beating more regularly now.
Yes, it's been beating for 9 hours.
Can't you just do exactly what you did with Frankenstein, the monster?
Shall we put the heart in now?
Yes, it's beating quite normally now.
Bring it over.
The air is heavy with electricity.
It's going to be a terrific storm.
Oh yeah, forgot about the electricity. There just happens to be a storm tonight.
Look, the storm is coming up over the mountains.
The kites! Are the kites ready?
Yes!
What you should have said was, go fly a kite.
Let go, number 1!
Whee! What are those things called? Jacob's ladder.
It's coming up!
Wow, they did all this for real as well. It's quite impressive. Well, that's a model, but this is a lot more elaborate than the first film for the experiment.
Go back! Go back down! Don't get away!
They never learn. Oh, I thought he was going to fall off the... Oh, okay. So is this the same rig they used in Young Frankenstein? Because I know Mel Brooks used a lot of the old equipment from the original films.
Remove the diffuser bands.
That's not Frankenstein, that's the mummy. Maybe take off the bandages?
She's alive! Alive!
Yeah, he did the line again. They were like, you've got to do the line again. She's like, little help. I love everything about this.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, I've got goosebumps. He's like, well, hello.
And?
She's like, as if. All right, she's only just woken up, guy. Give it a moment. Introduce yourself.
She ate me like others.
Yeah, there was no guarantee she would actually like you.
Get away from that fever! You'll blow us all to atoms!
Under the door! Henry!
Get back!
I won't unless you come!
But I can't leave them, I can't!
Yes, go. You live. You stay. We belong dead.
What? Kablamo. Oh shit. Is that all we're getting of the bride? We had like 2 minutes.
Drowning.
What? Just when it was getting good. Okay, so that was Bride of Frankenstein, which I loved. I loved it even more than the first one, I'd say. That there was just so much more going on. It seemed a lot busier in the first film. It's much more slower. And it seemed like there was more music in this one as well. In the first film, there's very little music. Don't know if people were like, that's weird, you should have more music in the next one. But Boris Karloff was really good as Frankenstein. I've seen many iterations. Robert De Niro, I loved. yeah, you could say this was the original iconic Frankenstein, and I would totally go along with that. Like I said during the reaction, in the first film, he didn't have a lot to do. He was just like, "Roar," that's about it. In this film, he learned to speak. He interacted with more people. He got to show emotions, and I think Boris Karloff pulled it off really well, which is really impressive considering the heavy makeup and probably really couldn't move very much, and just the slight movements of his body, and you could 100% tell what the monster was feeling without him doing very much. So that was really good. Yeah, as with the first film, the lighting and the like gothic horror, the sets with the high ceilings, all the lighting, like when a door would swing open slowly and like Frankenstein, the monster, would come into the light. That kind of like sums up what I love about the movies. It's, it's lighting, it's makeup, it's music, it's, it all comes together to create a scene, and I just thought that was amazing. I absolutely loved the bride when she finally appeared in the last 10 minutes. I forgot the actress's name, but I'll put it here. The magic of editing. She was great. Her little jerky movements and the editing, that was brilliant. She was like a bird almost, and she hissed at Frankenstein, which is a nice touch, which was something that was in Young Frankenstein that Madeline Kahn did, which I didn't realize until now is, I'm guessing, a homage to this. But yeah, it's kind of cruel that it's called The Bride of Frankenstein. She's only in the last 5 minutes. They're like, here's the Bride of Frankenstein. Oh, she's dead. So that was a bit disappointing. I don't know if she's in any sequels. I know there's The Son of Frankenstein is one of them. I know there are various sequels. Maybe she's in the next one. Let me know. I don't know. Let me know if there are any, following sequels that are worth watching. But yeah, I absolutely loved this. The lighting, the makeup, the models, the special effects for the time, the shots with the little people in the jars. That was really well done for 1935. Yeah, I loved this. So, one thing I was going to mention, I said I watched Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein, and that's kind of like my Frankenstein I grew up with. I think I was like 13, 14 when that film came out. I really enjoyed it. Looking at it now, Branagh's acting isn't the best, but I do think Robert De Niro is one of his best performances, and I highly recommend it. I think it's because Branagh's directing and acting in the lead role, and I think he was kind of I think he put more effort into the directing rather than his acting. But yeah, I do love that film. It's got Helena Bonham Carter in it. Special effects and sets are amazing. So if you haven't seen Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from 1994, I would highly recommend you check it out. So thanks for watching with me. Let me know any other films you'd like me to watch, horror or otherwise. And I'll see you next time.